Welcome back. Now, our next guest is a sommelier at one of Johannesburg's leading restaurants. Being the first full-time expert to join the Aurelia Restaurant at Emperor's Palace, she's among the few females in this male-dominated industry of wine tasting. Along with her hospitality management qualification, Boitumelo Maphela took a sommelier's course where she perfected her craft. She now joins us in studio to tell us more about herself as well as her work. Thank you very much for joining us, Boitumelo.
Thank you for having me.
Now, you're in a male-dominated industry. Why did you choose this career path?
When I really found out about this career, I don't think there was any gender specification when I read about it. Until obviously I got to work in the industry and I realized, but it was not a oopsie. So I actually took up the career because of the interest that I had. I mean, I've just known wine, just a bottle of wine on the shelf, and then it's just wine. But when I got to know deep more about it and got to learn about it, I decided, you know what, I am going to be a sommelier, and I'm going to be a first female sommelier for some place one day, and then until I got to be at Empress Palace, and I was the first sommelier that they had.
Take us through some of the challenges you faced towards your career path and finally becoming a sommelier.
Becoming a sommelier is basically you need to go for courses. Well, I had to do hospitality management that obviously restricted me to do a hotel, restaurant business until I got to see that, there's a sommelier path in all of this. So I went through to Cape Wine Academy. I did a 3-year course. I did a diploma in wine studies, which is South African wines, international wines. You do wine tasting. You get to learn about the wine making, the wine business as well. So that's what you need to go through to be obviously a sommelier, to be an expert in what you do. You need to know the background of everything, where it starts and where it ends for a bottle of wine to actually exist.
Now, what advice would you give to young women who'd like to join the industry and also become sommeliers?
Oh no, it's really simple. If you have a passion for it and if it's something that you really want to strive to do it, I think you can be able to do it. Like, there's so many platforms to be a sommelier or to find out on how you can be a sommelier. You've got your Cape Wine Academies, you've got institutes that could enable you and help you to perfect your craft, to perfect who you really are, and it's also obviously a character-based career. So if you love people, you love meeting people, you love talking a lot, then it really would be my advice to do it.
Some great advice there. Thank you so much, Boitumelo. That was Boitumelo Maphela. She's a young sommelier, a very male-dominated industry, and we're very proud of her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Seems like it's the end of the show. I'm very sad to say goodbye.
Same here. Thank you so much.
All right.